How to make pickled jicama. Along with the jicama, we're going to go ahead and put carrots and cucumbers in. Start off with some crushed red pepper, and also use Mexican oregano and salt, pepper, and a few other spices. And feel free to experiment or do whatever you want to do, however you like. I don't put any dill or anything like that. Some people, you want that pickle flavor, you want that dill. I don't. This is kind of pretty basic, but it comes out really good. And a bay leaf, along with the salt, pepper, another mix there. And then cayenne pepper, and here come the carrots. You want to make sure they fit, of course, so either cut one and just cut the rest of the same length, so I know they're all good. And then when you load them in, you want to make sure you load them in from the side. You see I have some in the back there, and they still kind of stay up towards the side of the jar. It makes it a lot easier instead of just kind of loading them from the top. And you'll see right here when I load them in, and all the spices stay at the bottom. So it's nice that once you get to the last part, it's no problems with the jars. And the jalapenos, usually if I just want the flavor of the jalapeno, not so much the heat, I take all the middles out and then just cut long slivers. Drop them in there. If you want the heat, make sure you can cut them sideways and leave all the seeds. Put all the seeds in the jar. The seeds carry all the heat. And the jicama, it's pretty tough to cut. Make sure you put like a wet cloth underneath your cutting board. You can see your mind just moving all over. Usually I put a wet cloth under and it keeps it still. I was probably too busy getting set up for the cameras and everything, so I just forgot. So, and again, just load it from the sides, and everything just kind of packs in there perfectly. And then while this is going, you can have your brine going, and most of the time it's 50-50, 50% water, 50% apple cider vinegar, or you can cut it up or down depending on the flavor you want. So there's the sea salt there, and you let that go to a boil. And once it's boiling, and you want it boiling, you don't want it just warm, you want it boiling hot. You want it to start filling up your jars. Usually I use a glass cup there, but I couldn't find it. So anyway, so once you get it all loaded up, put your lid on. You'll notice that that little top part, it's poking out, so you can kind of push it in and out. Once that heat gets to that jar and that lid, you'll hear it pop on its own, and then you know it's sealed and it's ready to go. And it'll keep, once it's cooled down, you put it in the refrigerator, and or not put it in the refrigerator, but I usually put it in the refrigerator, and these jars will keep for a couple weeks up to a month or two. And they come out great. And for those that want to keep them longer, you want to blanch all your vegetables first really quick, and then dip them in ice cold water, and then you can go through this process, and they'll keep for a couple months. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll leave all the ingredients in the comments in the sections below. Thanks for following.